Hey guys, it's Sammy Joe bringing you a gameplay commentary on WMD. I start out using the L96 in this game, but then I pick up other guns and run around. So a lot of you guys were commenting on other videos and asking me to talk about college and tell you what it's like and what to expect. So I figured that it would be a good idea, since a lot of you are going into college or in high school and you want to know what to expect. So since I just finished my freshman year, it's pretty easy for me to talk about just because I just went through it. So I guess I'll just start from the beginning, like signing up for classes and signing a lease to my apartment and stuff like that. And I guess just to tell you guys about what I went through going into college. But before I start, I want to apologize to my subscribers for taking 38 years to post a new video. Like I've been telling you, I have a lot of shit going on with my house, and I've had company for about 2 weeks, and we went to the beach, and I haven't found time to upload because I don't get to see my family a lot, especially ones from Italy and New York, so please accept my apology. But anyways, back to college. You guys probably all know about the SATs and stuff like that. The colleges look at that to see if they'll accept you or what kind of grades you make and stuff like that, obviously. So I took my SAT twice, and the first time I got an okay score, and the second time I did worse. So we just sent my first scores to schools I wanted to go to. And there's this thing called a placement test, and I don't know if you guys have to take it for just community colleges or for every college, but it's just a test that you take if your SAT scores aren't really that good or if they're not good enough for the school. It doesn't hurt you or help you. It's just something to see where you belong, like what classes you belong in or what classes you need to start with, and you just go on from there. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm really not good at math, like at all. It's like disgusting. So obviously my math part of the SAT was really low. So I had to take the math part of the placement test. And when I went to register for classes, they told me that on my placement test that I took the first time, my scores were so low that they didn't even have a class for me to be in. And that's really embarrassing. But pretty much I had to take it again, unexpected. I had no idea that I was going to take it that day, and so I did, and I took it like 5 minutes after they told me, and I was supposed to get 3 times the score that I had the first time so that I would get into the math that I needed. And the lady was like, well, that's pretty much impossible. And I was like, all right, thanks. So I went and took it, and I got 3 times my score, which was really great. And so I ended up like getting into the class that I needed, which was really good. So that same day, me and my mom went and looked at the apartment that I was going to be moving into, and I decided to do random roommates and move in with 3 other girls that I didn't know. It was a student living place, so it's just for college students, which is nice. Everyone goes to school, so they all just hang out and do whatever. But so the people I was supposed to live with had issues, and they were just ridiculous and immature and just stupid. So I ended up not living with them, and I had to go through this whole big spiel about calling people at the apartment complex and getting numbers of girls that needed another roommate, like if they had only 3 girls and they needed 1 more. So for me to finally find people I thought that I would want to live with, it took forever, if you can imagine. And it didn't even work out. The people that I lived with, they were even worse, but I can tell you that story later. I don't really have that much time, but just remind me in a comment if you really care, because I will forget, and you know that I will. So anyways, we came back home, and I had to start packing and stuff. I mean, not in the same day, but you know what I mean. I had to start getting ready to move a couple of months ahead of time, obviously, because it's so much stuff. Like, you need everything that you live with on a daily basis. You need it. Like, you can't just like drive home if you're 2 hours away. But so I started getting stuff together and going to Walmart and buying everything you can think of: bedspreads, curtains, pots, silverware, towels, everything. So so this packing stuff went on for a few months, and I was finally ready to move in, which I was really excited about. Obviously, you're moving away from home and you don't have to listen to anybody. But we moved in and got myself settled in a few days before school started, and that was that, I guess. The moving part is really just as fun as it sounds, which if that sounded fun to you, there is something wrong. Moving is not fun to me. I hate packing. I hate unpacking. I hate organizing. I just can't. But it's really annoying to me. But I have been out of school and out of my apartment for about 2 months now, and I still haven't gotten all my stuff. So obviously you can see that I don't like to pack. I need to get it out by the end of the month. So I really don't know what I'm waiting for, but anyways, I don't know why I keep telling you random stuff. Whatever. So for those of you who are asking how cool and fun is it to live on your own, this is the part where you need to pay attention. If you were bored with all the random stuff I just said, and if you weren't even listening, I really don't care, but this is the part that you should listen to if you want to know if it's fun. So living on your own is really, really cool at times. Like, obviously, you don't have to listen to anybody. You get to do stuff when you want, where you want, with whoever you want, and you don't have anyone nagging you or asking you questions. And since most of you guys are guys, I know how lazy you are and not want to wash your clothes or sheets or do anything, because most of you probably just sit on Xbox all day. So for that, it's really awesome not having someone be like, John, wash your clothes. Jimmy, clean your room. Or like, you know, just somebody telling you to do your homework. So that's the good part. But you really have to be responsible, which I know is like a pain to sit here and think about being responsible. But seriously though, you really have to know how much free time you actually can handle and how long you can procrastinate. Because this isn't high school anymore, obviously. I know you guys probably hear that a lot. But the teachers, they're not going to sit here and be like, you know, you have to do your homework, you have a project due. They don't send you out emails. They don't call you saying you have a test on Monday or a project due. You have to do everything on your own. And what I do is I use a planner or a calendar. It really, really, really helps me a lot. And I know that I'm a girl, and I know that I should be organized, but you would be surprised. If I didn't write down exactly what I had to do and when I had to do it, by and how, and whenever it was due or whatever, I would definitely be failing. I had this huge wall calendar behind my desk, and I would write down my homework, when my tests were, and when I had to work. And if I didn't do that, then I would be completely lost. So yeah, I would just strongly suggest getting some kind of planner or calendar that you can stay on top of yourself. Sometimes it even helps to make the due date a day or two earlier than what it really is, just so that you get stuff done and have a free day to do whatever you want and not have to worry about school or that project. That's also the best part about college. Classes are a lot shorter, and you don't have as many in one day, and you don't have to be there for 7 hours Monday through Friday, which though is not all the time true, because you can have a class anywhere from 50 minutes to 3 hours, which that 3 hours is like you want to die. But if you think about it, going through high school and you would have to sit in school all day, every single day, Monday through Friday, it's really not that bad, because you can have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday you can have one class for 50 minutes, and then the next days you can have an hour and a half, or they're split up in between. You can go home and eat and then go back. It's like really, it's just really, really just relaxed, I guess. You just pretty much do whatever you want. I got pretty lucky with my schedule the first year, because I had 2 classes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then the other one on Tuesday and Thursday. And also they were spread out, and I was done with class every day by 2, just depending on what time it started or what time it ended. I had one 8 a.m. that ended at 8:50, and that was the worst thing ever. So do not ever take an 8 a.m. because you don't think it's that bad when you sign up and you want to be finished with class early, but then again, you don't want to wake up early either. So I would definitely say do not take 8 a.m.s. But so yeah, so I had that, and then I went back at like, I don't know, I can't really remember, probably like 11 or something like that, I guess. Actually, no, it was 12:30, and that was really good, because I would do the homework that I had from my first class in that break, and then I would go to my next class. And then that class, I really didn't have that much homework, which was really good. I rarely ever had homework, but when I did, it wasn't that hard. So I just really got to hang out a lot, and I also had an online class, which was a little bit more to keep up with, but it wasn't that bad. Like I said, I would just write down stuff on a calendar that I had to do or when I had to get it done. So, I mean, I did okay, but, you know, the classes are a lot laid back, a lot more laid back than high school, in my opinion. You have a lot of free time or study time, and that's just, like, the best part. So I go to a community college. I guess, I don't know if I've said that before or not, but It's not really like a university. There are some similar things, but there are a lot of different things. But I really wouldn't know because I've never been to a university, obviously. But one thing that I love about my college is the teachers. And as surprised as you are to hear that teachers are great, that's how surprised. Actually, no, I was more surprised than you are right now. I had the best teachers all year. They are willing to help and answer questions and willing to work with you after class, either at school or at a restaurant or anywhere that you feel like you're comfortable. They're just a lot more laid back, and like I said, they're not going to sit there and bug you to do your homework or whatever, and it's just a lot easier. They're easier to talk to. I don't even know if I just said that. I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, they're just a lot cooler. Like high school teachers, I feel like they're out to get you and trying to make you fail. And I mean, I don't know about your high school, but my high school, the teachers were the worst. I'm just really glad to be out of there, I guess. But yeah, so the teachers are also a really good part, and everything that I talked about, hopefully you understood, and hopefully I didn't confuse you. But just in case you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment box, and don't forget to remind me to do a commentary about my roommates, because that's a really long story and it's a really interesting story. And just for a heads up, so that you know right now, do not get random roommates. Live with somebody that you know. It doesn't have to be your best friend, but just do not get random roommates. It's the worst way to go, and I will never, ever, ever